Hmm. I think I set this up wrong. What's up, y'all? Give me 1 second. I think I set this up wrong. Okay. Let me change some. Thought I had this set up right, but I guess not. Yeah. All right. That will do what it's got to do. All right. Welcome in, everybody, to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast. 3GW. It's your boy, DaReaL Big E, here to talk some of AEW Dynamite, Fallout, of All Out. A lot of stuff happening in AEW right now. So I was very curious to see how they would follow up based on what happened at the media scrum and the brawl in the locker room. So at the end of the day, they knew they had to kind of address this at the beginning of the show. They couldn't leave people, wondering. The day and age we live in, you can't pretend your audience is stupid. So they started the show off with a message from Tony Khan, and he pretty much came on. It was could tell it was pre-recorded, and he just said, both of the AEW World Championship and the Trios Championships have been vacated, and there was the opening match tonight would determine the new Trios champions, and there will be a tournament which will end at the Arthur Ashe Stadium show, the Grand Slam, to determine a new world champion. So no mention by name of anybody involved. No CM Punk, no Young Bucks, no Kenny Omega. The word on the street is they've all been suspended, probably indefinitely. And if I had to guess, eventually Punk will probably get released. I didn't think that that's the way that it would go at first. I really didn't. But now that all this has happened, I could see it going that way. Just because if you are executive vice presidents of this company, yeah, you still work for Tony, but at the end of the day, you've invested in this for this to work financially, and man, it's just messy. It's a messy situation. But and I would like to go back and maybe catch the signature. I record every Dynamite episode. I don't think they showed Punk or Bucks or Kenny Omega in the signature either. So I mean, they're taking this very seriously. So first match of the night was Death Triangle versus Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends for the Trios Championship. And I thought it was a great match. Great way to start the show. But I just knew in my mind, I mean, if you're going to have, if there was ever like a B team to pick up the Trios Championships and who's tailor-made to be Trio champions, it's Death Triangle. And they won a hard-fought victory here. I love this match. It was great. I've always, anytime Ray Phoenix and Penta are in the ring, I'm enjoying it. It's gonna be a great time, and Pac is Pac. So I just wish that they would have introduced him as the Mid Atlantic champion, not just as Pac. Acknowledge your own championships, AEW. Come on, get it together. The right team won. You know, okay, I'll say my thoughts about the whole show until then. So after that, we get well, actually, before all that happened. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated tonight. Before the match, we had the MJF promo, and he came out and he was wearing the Buffalo Bills jersey and was talking all nice and being friendly to the crowd. And Tony Schiavone ain't buying it. Gets interrupted by Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley comes out pissed off and calls MJF on his BS. Then MJF turns back into MJF, getting heat from the crowd. And eventually the two kind of get into it, but MJF does the heel thing and leaves. Moxley cuts one hell of a promo, talking about how mad he is about all the stuff. He danced around it best way he could without saying any names and all that kind of stuff. And he just kind of focused on the world championship. Put everybody in the tournament over. That's what you're supposed to do. It's like wrestling 101. You put all your opponents over because if they're not worthy to wrestle you, then what's the point? Why is the match intriguing? You know what I'm saying? So he was speaking very, very passionately. You could tell. So when it's like that, that doesn't need to be scripted. That you just say, hey, we get so wrapped up in people dropping pipe bombs, speaking negatively, and airing their grievances all the time, and taking the script away from them. It's like, why can't somebody come out and do the same thing but speak positively and from the heart? And I enjoyed the promo, probably one of his best. And I don't know if he'll win the tournament. I would rather see a different champion. I would like to see, if I had a way too early prediction, I would like to see Bryan Danielson win the championship. I think it would be to me, it'd be perfect. But that's just me. All right. Now that I got the show back in order. After that, we had Toni Storm, Penelope Ford, in a pretty pointless match. Anytime Penelope Ford is mentioned on TV, unfortunately, she's not booked very well. So nobody thought that she was going to win this match. Non-title or not. It was short, to the point, and pointless. And this was, to me, even more pointless. Wardlow defeating Tony Nese in 10 seconds. Say what y'all want about Goldberg, but I mean, damn, this is, I don't know. I think he's at that point now where he doesn't need to keep squashing people. He needs to have real matches. I would love to see him and Miro go at it for that belt. Just saying. And then we had the other real match of the night, the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions, Hangman Adam Page versus Bryan Danielson. Gotta say, I have all the utmost respect for Chris Jericho. He's Hall of Fame worthy. No matter what company he's going to be with, he's a living legend. Okay, cut some of the greatest promos. He's been responsible for creating great matches, superstars. But he gave away the finish of this match in his backstage promo. I could tell it was kind of in the heat of the moment, and a lot of people probably didn't catch it. But if you go back and watch their promo, he's cutting on Bryan Danielson, and he's already talking about the match next week. But we haven't had this match yet. And he gave away the finish by saying, I'm going to face you next week. And it was like, why would you say that? And, It came true. But a very, 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 very hard fought win by Bryan Danielson. If Hangman could cut a promo and was better on the mic, he would be a total package because the guy can wrestle. He showed that in this match. He can hang with Bryan Danielson. They had a great match tonight. I mean, 1A, 1B. This would be 1B. Nothing bad to say about the match other than I knew who was going to win because Chris Jericho already told us. But good stuff. Bryan moves on, and can't wait to see how this tournament plays out. I hope Danielson wins the whole thing. And then the main event was the RH Pure Championship match, Wheeler Yuta versus Daniel Garcia. I'm not really familiar with ROH, so I'm going to have to disqualify myself and just admit that I'm ignorant to how this type of championship works because I don't know. Pure wrestling champion, I guess. So there's restrictions and rules. You can only go to grab the ropes 3 times. You can't use a closed fist. I think there's something else. But the hometown boy, Daniel Garcia, was wrapped to the ring. I'm trying to find this guy's name. I don't West Side Gun. I don't keep up with the current genres of music. I mean, there's a few people, but late mid 90s, early 2000s. That's my jams right there. The match was pretty good. Hurt by the commercial breaks. Even if it's picture in picture, these matches get hurt by that. I'm sorry, they just do because now I'm distracted by the commercial. It's hard to pay attention. But I thought this was really a hard fought, told a story, and I was shocked. I thought Wheeler Yuta was going to retain. I really did. But to my surprise, he taps out. Daniel Garcia taps out Wheeler Yuta in his hometown, and he's now the RH Pure Wrestling Champion. And, man, good on him. Good on him. Post-match, Bryan Danielson comes out. Wheeler Yuta and Garcia shake hands. Danielson puts the belt on Garcia, and Jericho comes out and is confused as to why Daniel Garcia is shaking hands and being buddy-buddy with Bryan Danielson if he's part of the JAS, which, hey, that's the compelling story that they've been telling for a while. Okay. Overall, it not a great show. They had to do the best that they could based on the circumstances, and the circumstances were you don't have your former world champion off TV, Kenny Bucks now on TV. Those are the main draws of your show, and we all know why. And it's for me as a fan, it's frustrating because it's just like I think all of that could have been prevented if Tony would just say, "Hey, we're not doing that. Okay, we're not even going to get into it. If you can't control the people that work for you, they shouldn't be working for you. Period. End of story." One day, somebody's going to write a book about all this, or it's going to be a documentary about all this. And I'm going to be right there for it because I really want to know what happened and the fallout of all this. And, it's crazy. But that's why we're here. That's why I'm documenting everything. Wild. Hopefully this show didn't do too bad of a rating. I'm sure a lot of people tuned in to see what would happen, especially with MJF. But, yeah, probably a lot of people tuned out after the first hour. Probably, I'm going to assume there's going to be a big drop off. But I hung in there and watched the whole show. Did you? Let me know in the comments. Hit me up on social medias. Third Generation Wrestling Podcast on Instagram, Twitter. Podcast Let's Go Third. email thirdgenwrestling@gmail.com and TikTok third generation wrestling pod. So please let us know. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. We really do want to get your feedback and let us know. Just posted a movie review, first time in a long time. Day Shift, spoiler free. Not that there's as much to spoil, but it is spoiler free. And just giving my thoughts on this. It's short. Just giving my thoughts on the movie. I got 2 other ones coming pretty soon. And we will also be doing our part 2 of our Undertaker countdown, as well as I believe there's one more thing we were supposed to be doing. But when it comes, it comes. Appreciate you all for watching. Take care. Have a great week. Peace.